Oh, it is.
Hello, we're here at Oxbow Park. I heard there's fucking spirits around here, yeah?
We're back, and we're live with Elevator Radio.
This is Elevator Radio, live from the fucking gutter.
Ghost of Tom Petty, Christmas past. The ghost of my ex.
I'm in this bitch in the dark 3D.
Elevator Radio presents Elevator Music.
Yeah, and that Billy Cool doing the whole thing. Throw that shit up to the roof, bitch, we ballin'.
We're going up, baby. You have reached the top floor.
All right, we're lucky enough to be given the opportunity on this radio station to kind of do whatever we want with the time.
Jobless.
Yeah, for real. Shout out to Jonathan for sure, giving us the amazing opportunity to again, really be carefree, talk about whatever we want, play whatever we want. Cuss. You could say shit or fuck or whatever the hell you want. That being said, we can play music. We can also take the time to kind of like sit down with our loved ones, our homies, and kind of just like catch up. And, you know, we want to experiment with, you know, how would some kind of podcast-ish type thing work on this radio station. I think that I have two of the best guests to experiment with me.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Bryce and Cole.
Yep. Bryce more than me then, for sure.
Are you saying he's more of a social butterfly than you?
No, I'm just saying, you know, he has the, I mean, look what he's wearing. He's built for radio.
I look like a NASCAR driver right now.
He does. He does look like a NASCAR driver. I look like I work construction, though, so.
So, Bryce, do you have, like, some steaming hot questions that you, like, just need answered?
Yeah, I do. The streets have been talking. The people are dying to know. We got the king of vintage sitting here right next to me.
Oh, that's a big title.
Portland's finest, Cole Mcbad. So tell me, Cole, how do you do it? How do you get to the money every day?
King of vintage, man. That's hefty. You're really putting that on me. That's I would say definitely not the king of vintage. I would say I couldn't do it without the crew that I run with. That's for sure. I mean, my love for vintage started probably towards the end of high school, like when I was a junior, just thrifting. I didn't really know a ton until I moved to Portland proper and I started thrifting a little bit more, and then started really getting into it and getting into like the details of, you know, the clothing and why I started realizing why I was collecting clothing. Started meeting a lot of people from that too, and that kind of opened me up to like the whole world of vintage, and also opened me up to like clothing in general. And you know, Kissing Booth, obviously it's a culmination of me and all my close friends, me, Jacob, Gabe, Mike, and Peyton, and Morgan, and then we have a couple employees too. You know, we just love what we do, and it's fun. So that's really allowed us to be able to kind of excel in our lane, is because I think we really enjoy it. We're very passionate. We care a lot about what we do. We have a really good time. So how do I do it? I just love what I do, you know? It's simple.
Yeah.
So I have a really good team around me, so that allows me to do it.
So how did you get into the whole fashion thing? Like in high school, you were into it, you said?
Into fashion in high school, yeah. I'd say like always early on in my life, I liked dressing myself. I liked wearing clothes. I was always cautious about like what I wore. And I felt like that was kind of unique compared to like other people maybe. Like, you know, I was dressing more in like consciously, you know, like I was figuring out what I wanted to wear and shit like early on in life. And through high school for sure, you know, I was experimenting. I was wearing fucking colored blue skinny jeans with Osiris's, and I was wearing, you know, whatever. I was really trying to find myself. I think definitely after high school, I moved to Portland proper because I grew up in Sherwood. Once I moved to Portland proper is when I started really getting into it, and I got a job at Macus, and I met Jacob, and we started the brand, and that really kind of took me to the spot that I am now of like understanding truly what I like and what I want to wear. But yeah.
Well, I just wanted to interject too, because I feel like at that age, like me at that age, I definitely was just like finding something that was clean and that fit.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't give a fuck about, like,
Totally.
I wasn't trying to like color coordinate. Maybe I wanted to, but there was no, like, I didn't have the either mental capacity or like the vision for, like, you know, I was just so young. So like, seems like you found that kind of like,
You know what?
You have like an eye for it at an early age.
Yeah, you know what's funny is I have not my earliest memory by any means, but a memory that stands out is I played football, which is fucking hilarious. I played football in 3rd and 4th grade. And the end of 3rd grade, we had all of the Sherwood football teams meet in the high school for like a like end of the season celebration. So there's like 5 different teams. All of the teams meet, and we all hang out and whatnot. And you're supposed to wear your jersey. And I remember getting a fresh fit from Gap. I was like so stoked, dude. I was in 3rd grade. I had like skinny jeans and this like gray hoodie that had like really big drawstrings, and the hoodie was like a lot, like it fucking overlapped. And I remember like stepping out, like my mom was like, "You can't wear that. Like you're supposed to wear, you know, the jersey." And I was like, I want to wear my new outfit. You know, I was really stoked on it. I had like my whole fit laid out. You know, when you're like in elementary school and you lay your fit out, like your shoes at the bottom, the pants, first day of school outfit. I did this for this football event, and I was so stoked to do it. My mom convinced me to wear the jersey over the fucking hoodie, but that was like my earliest memory of like kind of dressing. And from there, you know, I was kind of picking up on trends and shit, and really doing it for myself, but also like at certain times doing it because I wanted to be perceived a certain way. So I think early on it was definitely like me kind of finding myself through dressing.
For sure. So when did you realize that you're gonna want to start making clothes and like making things how you would want them? You know what I mean? I started using this online service called Uber Prints. It's like a company based out in Georgia, and you like you can design a t-shirt and then get it shipped to you like really quickly, and you can design it through like templates. So you could type in like tree, and it has a tree, and you can like size it, and you could type in like whatever, and it would like size it for you. So it wasn't like through Illustrator or anything. And I was making t-shirts for me and my friends. I was giving them out to my friends in high school. So I was selling like t-shirts that I made through this website out of my backpack in high school, like freshman, sophomore, and junior year. And then senior year, I was like, well, I really want to cut and sew. Like I've never done that before, like cut and sew, like making stuff from scratch. And I was thinking about that the whole time. I couldn't ever figure it out. And so I graduated high school. I moved to Portland, and I started really getting into like maybe like what you would say, quote unquote, like the clothing scene. I worked at Compound right when I was 18. And then I worked there for 8 months. And then I worked at, when I turned 19, I worked at Macus. And that really put me on, working at Macus really put me on to like the world of how things are made, how you can do it, clothing in general. It was me and Jacob, and then the owners, Justin and Julene. And from that point, when I started working at Macus, that's when I knew that I could start making clothing. Yeah. And so that's when I really became confident. And then when me and Jacob started talking about more seriously, that's when I was like, all right, I can fucking... Yeah, we can do this, and we can start making clothing and make it a real thing. And 4 years later,
after 2018, 4 years later, here we are.
Yeah.
So
It's crazy, bro.
yeah,
Congratulations, dog.
Thank you.
I know that put a hell of a lot of work in there, but
yeah. It's something that it's just fun, like we take it very seriously, but it really is something that me and Jacob and that I really enjoy. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. I'm getting dry mouth over here. It's something that we really enjoy doing, and I wouldn't do it if I didn't believe in it.
right.
And it's clothing that, I think, it has a story behind it, and it's something that I've always wanted to do from like a young age. And like, it's fun figuring out that lane and like finally realizing that you can do it.
Yeah.
And the fact that I'm here now, like having steady production and people that are willing to like purchase my clothing, like I feel so happy about that.
Yeah.
And so like blessed, really. So.
Yeah. Yeah, what's it like going from, making designs on a weird website to, flying to Paris and seeing it go crazy?
The Paris thing was fun. That was a interesting situation because I was working for someone at the time, and I was actually working at Macus, and I got a styling gig. Who I'll tell you guys for after the radio, because I can't say it on live. But I got a call basically to do this gig, and then like 2 weeks into the gig, randomly they're like, how do you feel about going to Paris like tomorrow for Fashion Week? It's like, fuck it, I'm down. So I texted and I called Justin Macus, and I made sure that it was cool with him. And we went out there, and it was fucking mind-blowing. I mean, it's kind of pretentious. It really doesn't mean the world to like participate, sure. But at the time, to me it did. I really cared about it, and I really was happy to be there, and I had a really good time, and I feel very fortunate to be able to go from like a kid who was like doing stuff on Uber Prints and like wanting to be in the scene to like actually being involved in the scene. And I feel very happy that like that time in my life happened, and that now I'm doing what I'm doing now at a very like more relaxed rate and exactly how I want to do it, and how me and Jacob envision Bare Knuckles, and then how me and the boys envision Kissing Booth. It's very controlled, it's an environment that like I feel very happy to be a part of. So it did feel weird to go from like being in high school not knowing even how cut and sew process worked to like going to Fashion Week and like sitting front row at some of like these like big name, and like being part of that. That was cool. That was real cool.
Yeah, for sure. I know, just like from looking in, it's like, damn, bro, it's one of the boys out there.
It was fun.
So it's like, it's pretty sweet to have someone from Portland who kind of is putting on for Portland, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people feel like they got to move to LA or New York, but you stayed here in Portland, and I really respect that, you know what I mean?
I think that's look at you moved to fucking Anchorage, dude. You're out in Alaska. You fucking talk about staying local. You're out.
I'm feeding Portland, bro. I got to.
Yeah, feeding them. No, yeah, I feel like, I had a dream actually about moving to New York, but I don't think that there's nothing that I really like it here. I was born in Portland, and then I was raised in Sherwood. I grew up in Sherwood, and I moved back out here when I was 18. I really love it here, and I was talking to Ryan, my friend Ryan, earlier today when I was doing the potluck thing with him, and he's from the East Coast, and he was saying like how everyone, and not that this is bad by any means, but everyone has like hustle mentality. It's like money, fucking status, you got to do nightlife, you got to do this, you got to really earn your way. And he's like, he moved out here 9 years ago, and he's 31, and he's like, dude, I have like peace and serenity, and like time is it moves much slower, and it's like people are chasing different things out here, and that's kind of how I feel, like I really want my businesses to be successful, but I don't necessarily feel like I need to be in LA or New York or Chicago or San Fran or where have you to kind of have my businesses be successful, or even past businesses. I don't feel like I need to be anywhere other than Portland right now just to be happy. You know, I'm winters in Portland are fucking shit. Everyone knows that. Like, winters in Portland are shit. You know, last winter I had a really hard time just coping with the fact that it was fucking rainy all the time and shitty, and I'm from here, you know, but honestly, like, I really love it here, and what's really keeping me here is the community. Like, I have so many fucking good friends out here. Like, I could be on the radio station for 2 hours just naming people that I fucking that I love, you know, that are from Portland that I've met. So yeah, I don't really feel like I'm going anywhere anytime soon. That being said, things change, but I really like it here. I genuinely do. Like, I really enjoy my time here.
Yeah, man. Sweet to have you out here on,
I'm
the show, dog.
I'm stoked. I'm stoked to be a part of the show. I've never even had a microphone in front of me. So, you know, the fact that, and then we were talking to me off air too. Like, you know, it's fun doing these types of things with like friends. Mm-hmm. I'd rather, you know, come out here and like kick it with you guys and like drink beer and take shots of fucking Jack Daniels and listen to music than, you know, do a promo like PR or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm not even the type of person that would even happen to, but it's fun, like, supporting like what local people do, like Elevator, like Same Wave, you know. It's like, it's really enriching for the community when you have friends that are doing cool stuff. Even if it's not super sick, you should be supporting it. Like, you know, like, if it's a good person and you know them and they're from the community, you should fully support them, you know. And that's not even dollar wise. That's just like showing up and letting people know that you're fucking with it, you know. Sure. Like, I really appreciate people like you guys that are active and that want to do things and that actually like put things together. Even though who knows who's listening, you know, like 10,000, 10 million, it doesn't really matter. It's like, it's more the fact that like people come out, they support you, you're having a good time. At the end of the day, you enjoy what you do. You know, it's really enriching to have that experience. And I really appreciate that you guys like have me on and just like kick it, you know. That's what I love about the community. You know, it's like, that's what I actually that's actually going back to the Portland thing. That's what I really like about being here, is that I always have genuine connections with my friends, and like that people that I just met, even, you know, like everyone's like actually supporting you. They're like actually showing up to like be friends with you or like hang out. You know, it's like, it's cool. It doesn't feel like any fake friend moment or anything like that. It actually feels like, hey, like, I want to get to know you. Like, I really respect you. Or if we're long-standing friends, like, I support what you do. So it's cool. I have like, Portland definitely has like that going for them,
for sure,
as a community.
So, what's coming up with Bare Knuckles Season 6?
Collection 6. We got we're doing a new drop model. How we've usually done it is we'll do collection base. So we'll do like collection 1 and it gets dropped all at once. Collection 2, you know, etc. But now what we're doing is collection 6. What we've done is broken it up into monthly segments. So we'll do like, for example, like June delivery, July delivery, August, September, November. So instead of dropping like 15, 20 items in a collection, we'll do like 3, 4 within the month. And so that creates like a slow trickle, which is really nice for us because we want everyone to be able to grab something, to buy something. I think the customer and the people that fuck with Bare Knuckles really like it too. We've gotten really good feedback from it. And I'm really happy with this drop model. So what we have coming out is the chinos that I'm wearing right now.
Oh yeah.
Sturdy as fuck.
I could tell, bro.
Sturdy.
I could tell.
You can't tell me that these aren't sturdy. Feel them.
Let me
Yeah,
get
put
it.
your. Right? Yeah, they're thick.
God damn.
They're fucking thick.
I'm gonna have to hop in those once you're done.
Dude, you might have to hop in them right now.
I might have to hop in those right now.
We might make a little wardrobe switch.
Yeah,
You're gonna be the construction worker, and I'll be the what'd you call it? What'd you say you looked like?
NASCAR racer.
NASCAR racer.
Yes, sir.
No, I won't be giving these up though tonight. Maybe tomorrow night. Let me know. So we got these chinos coming out. Really stoked on these. Then we have a distressed white T-shirt, and then we have a white and green wool like blousin, which is just like a zip-up jacket.
Yeah.
And it's collared. I'm really stoked on that. That's more of like our flashy piece that I feel like people are gonna kind of like gravitate to. Kind of get like, you know, try to get some fucking ball players in it. You know,
yeah.
who knows?
Yeah.
But we sent one out to Bones.
Oh yeah.
Hoping that, you know, he'll fuck with it. I really like what he's about, because like he's very like community driven as well. Like he fucks with like what me and Jacob do, and he fucks with Kissing Booth and shit. So like that was cool. He commented. He's like, looks good, and I text him, and we'll send it out to him. And yeah, so that was like more that zip up jacket is more of like a flashy piece.
Yeah.
I hope that's like a kind of more of like a staple for this collection. But
sure.
These pants I feel like are a good sleeper item that I feel like a lot of people are gonna really gravitate towards in the long run. But yeah, so we got those 3 items coming out. We also do a collaboration with Settlemeyers too, which is the local varsity jacket company out here. They've been doing shit for generations. They're a generational company. Aaron Settlemeyer is who runs it now. So we did a black and white varsity jacket with him, and we're doing a yellow and cream varsity jacket with them. That's going to be dropping in October, and then we have a leather jacket that's coming out pretty soon too. So we got a sprinkle of a little, you know,
Give him a little taste.
a little taste.
Give him a little taste.
A little taste of what's
in
coming
store.
up. But I'm really happy. You know, I feel like our design perspective and how we're going about things is very very positive, and like I feel very like influenced by what I'm seeing all the time. So I feel very fortunate to be able to like make things and like have people see them and want to buy them, even, you know, like it's pretty cool. Yeah. That's what's coming up.
We were talking a little bit earlier about the evolution of vintage. You know what I mean? So, because whatever, you had a little store called Helmart, right?
Yep. It was a small store. Me and Jacob started Helmart in 2020. Well, 2019 it was online. 2020 was a physical store. And it was like 250 square feet. And it was super sweet. I mean, we sold pretty much like the version or a step down of what we sell in Kissing Booth today.
Yeah.
But it was something that we were really stoked to be a part of. Or like, I mean, we created it, but we were really stoked to be like part of like something, a part of like the community, you know, like I knew anything that I work on, I truly believe in, and I feel very confident about. So like when we opened the store, like I felt very confident about it, and I knew that we had good shit.
Yeah.
And like people came in, they were really responsive to it. They really liked what we had. And it was appointment only for a little bit, and then it was weekends only. And yeah, we just sold basically like as old as we could get to like late 90s, early 2000s. We did a lot of like 70s sweatshirts, 60s sweatshirts, a lot of Levi's, a lot of Western wear, a lot of American Heritage type brands. And that really fucking opened, like doing Helmart, like opening a physical store really like was a lot, and it really opened my eyes. I was like, holy shit, like we're actually making a name for ourselves now. Like, we can't get out of it. You know, like, we're a physical location.
Yeah.
Like, we had some fucking people pull up, and it was really fun. And then after that, you know, Sweet Zero, which started in Corvallis by Mike, Gabe, and Peyton, they moved up to Portland, and we had actually done a flea with them, like a thrift flea with them, and I didn't know who the fuck they were, and we set up our booths next to each other. I look over and I was like, God damn, they have some fucking shit. Like, they had such good shit, and I was so surprised because, like, no shade to anyone at that fleet, but like, no one else had the stuff that me and Jacob were carrying and that the boys were carrying.
Yeah.
And I was like fucking surprised. So I was like, immediately I was like, I have to know what they're about, like what they do. Obviously they're local because they're here. Find out they're in Corvallis, they're Sweet Zero. You know, we become like friends immediately almost. And then we just start hanging out. And like little by little, you know, things like I start talking to Gabe, I start talking to Peyton and Mike, and we form Kissing Booth as an idea, as a thrift, as a like a flea market.
Yeah.
And then we're like, fuck it, let's just make it a shop. So we merged Kissing Booth we merged Helmart and Sweet Zero into to create Kissing Booth. So that was the evolution of us going from Helmart to Kissing Booth. Yeah.
Right. And that's awesome, bro. 2 locations, Kissing Booth.
Yep. 2 locations. Fucking, I love it, dude. It's so much fun. Yeah.
And how does that work? So I see you guys have drops on Kissing Booth as well.
Yep. So we do daily drops. It's pretty wild because I don't think there's any other store like anywhere that does daily vintage releases. We release items every day. We do 20 items a day, Wednesday through Saturday, or Wednesday through Sunday. Wednesday through Sunday we do drop 20 items every day. So we'll go in on Tuesdays and we'll get all the drops curated and we'll fucking, you know, tag them out and shit. But it's a lot of fucking work.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot of work, but I fucking love it, dude. The shit that we put out is so good. I mean, I'm a fan of like what we do, you know.
Yeah.
Like I really love like everyone's idea of all of the boys' idea of the curation for the shop, because like I'm a fan of all my partners that are involved in Kissing Booth. Like I really like am a fan of each individual. So the fact that they like have this idea and they want to put it out, I'm always like stoked on it because it always aligns like with what I want to do.
Yeah.
So it's sick, like, you know, like I look up to like every single partner in Kissing Booth, and it's cool. We do the drops and like we curate it and we put it out. It's just inspiring. Like I'm always inspired by them. So yeah, it's really fun.
Business is only as good as the ones you do it with. That's
that's a good saying.
I mean,
That is a good saying. It's true though. I mean, it's fucking. It's only, you know, there's a lot of headaches and pains, but I mean, it's worth it if you're doing exactly what you want to do. You know, it's really worth it. I mean, you know, you do elevator and you do your, you know, you have what you're doing right now and you fish and you have your lanes that you excel in and you're working for yourself in those capacities. You know, it's like, it's inspiring to see that. I mean, you're chasing what you want to do. Yeah. It's important too.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like that's the most important thing almost in life is kind of just doing what you want to do and what makes you happy and finding a way, you know, because you got to make a living. So finding a way to make a living nowadays is very important to.
It is.
To kind of keep it going. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, how'd you come up with the names for Kissing Booth and Bare Knuckles? What's the origin story on that?
Kissing Booth just came out of some notes. We were just like fucking around with the. We just listed off a bunch of fucking names on on notes, and then bare knuckles. Me and Jacob were going back and forth like names, and I was just like bare knuckles because I'd seen like Piggy Blinders, bare knuckle boxing, and I was like, oh, bare knuckles, and then that came about from there. But yeah, kind of organically, but not nothing crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's the same with Elevator too.
Yeah, what was that? What's the origin of Elevator?
It was a iMessage group chat between me, Nick, and Marcus. And Nick was living in Eugene at the time, and we were just thinking, we were like hamburger, skateboards, and all this.
Hamburger?
Yeah, this is random shit, but we ended up on Elevator. So
Elevator's a great name, by the way. Yeah. Do you have a board? Oh yeah.
We got all 3 of our boards right there.
Damn.
Our newest one, the cake board.
Where do you get those pressed? Hey, by the way, you guys can't see this, but like there's a diagram board, a cake board, and is that one right there? Or where's the other one?
No, just these 3 right there.
Oh, and then like a townhouse. Damn, they're so high quality too.
Oh yeah, we put a lot of thought.
Holy
into
shit!
Designs. That first one was like 2 years in the making, probably.
What's the process? Those are beautiful boards. I'm gonna take a photo actually and fucking put it on my Instagram. What's the process of pressing a board?
I don't even, man. We just be looking up online and trying to figure out who can press them. But
I mean, those are fucking sick. Yeah. I'm trying to think like what that townhouse one reminds me of. Like what brand? Oh man, it's so fresh. I can't think of it, but it's a really good design.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite design.
yeah, I drew that up, and then the homie Mikey Mike Follett turned it into a reality kind of thing. So
Yeah, those are
we got
good.
our van right there parked in the front, and then if you just go up, everyone's going up, and then the elevator's coming out the roof, dog.
And the cake one? What's up with the cake one?
The cake one, we were thinking about the new graphic. I was on the couch and I just thought cake. You know what I mean? Somebody holding the cake.
I just thought cake. Straight up, just cake.
That's what's going on with that one. Then we got the homie's wife, Julia Snager. Shout out, Julia. But yeah, she made the cake. That's a real cake.
Oh, that's a
In that
legit
photo.
cake.
That is a real cake.
Did you guys eat it?
Yeah.
How did it taste?
It's real good. What was the flavor, Nick?
It was like raspberry and chocolate. It was like
Raspberry chocolate?
Raspberry chocolate.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Julie's.
And that frosting right there, that's real frosting.
Well, I mean, if it's a real cake, it's going to be real frosting. What is it, fake?
The logo right there on the tail.
Oh.
That's real frosting.
Like you're saying the cake was real, but the frosting's fake.
Yeah, after effects.
That's hand done at the bottom, at the tail?
Yeah.
Damn. That's good.
Shout out Julie. She's
Yeah.
amazing.
Shout out Julie.
That was amazing work. It was
Yeah.
at Wild Fern Bakeries on Instagram. At
Wild-
Wild Fern Bakeries.
What is that, the wrap?
That's the frosting right there.
Dude. Oh my god. Man's just pulled out the fucking legit frosting from the...
It's gonna be in the Smithsonian one day.
I believe it. I mean, this podcast is getting multi-million-dollar backing eventually, right?
Shout out Montucky and Coors Light.
No, they should...
Sponsors.
No. They shout us out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We show it. Subtle flex, and then they shout us
Yeah.
out.
It's just something light. It's something light. So, how does Kissing Booth influence Bare Knuckles, or how does Bare Knuckles influence Kissing Booth?
We use like vintage references for Bare Knuckles. So we get inspired by things that already exist out in the world, and we use that for reference for stuff for Bare Knuckles. So,
Yeah.
Me and Jacob are very inspired by things that already exist and how we can put our spin on that. So, I feel like we're just like souping up, things that already exist, putting
sure.
our twist on it, and very inspired by vintage items.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
study the past to predict the future.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah.
You got to.
Can we talk about the moment when we were talking about before we went on the air when we were playing Farkle?
Yeah. Let's talk about this. What happened there? Sparkle is a game of dice and strategy and luck.
Not real strategy, really, but I mean strategy, yeah, in some capacity.
Yeah.
Farkle's a fucking phenomenal game.
It is. It brings people close together and also far apart.
Very far apart after you throw up in your mouth and then spit it out.
So tell us what happened that day, Cole.
We were
fateful
at
night.
we were at Timmy's. Who else? Timmy, Rafa, and Max.
Yeah, I think Max was there. Alec.
No, it was Timmy, Rafa, and Alex's spot.
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of homies. I mean, Max was there, you were there, Alex was there, I was there, fucking Alec was there. Been playing Farkle, and in the middle of Farkle, is that John Morant smoking a blunt?
It looks like it. He's
No, it's
stuck
Chief
on-
Keef. Sorry.
Oh shit.
We were in the middle of Farkle, and I was fucked up. I mean, it was daytime. It was like 4 p.m. It was early.
Yeah.
It was not late,
I
right?
don't doubt it. I don't know, bro.
Maybe it was late.
Maybe it was.
I was pretty fucked up. Anyways, we're rolling the dice and shit, and I had just ate an orange about 20 minutes ago. And we were drinking alcohol, we were drinking beer, and I get this like stomach sensation, and it just sprung up on me, and I just like had the like feeling of like throwing up, but like I knew it wasn't gonna be like full throw up. It was just like kind of gagging, and all of a sudden I just fucking yak. I threw up in my hand, clean, no fluid. It was just this black fucking orange, half of an orange. I look down at it. It looks back at me. I'm fucking looking at it. No fluid around. I'm looking around real quick.
This man.
Fucking Bryce and like Timmy are Bryce, Timmy, and Alec are the only ones that make eye contact with me. I get so fucking freaked out and nervous. I just threw it back in my mouth and swallowed it again. I was so scared, dude. I thought I fucking threw up a lung or something. I don't know the fuck was going on. I don't know how that came up black. It came up so fucking dark.
Bro, that was a fucking Camel Crush orange.
What was your perspective from that?
I just seen we were all laughing at something.
Yes, that's what someone was
we're all
fucking
laughing.
Yeah,
and then I seen you, cover your mouth. But someone was dripping out the palm, bro. Dripping through the fingers, you know what I mean?
All right, maybe there was a little fluid.
Like, all right.
There was a little fluid.
I was like, okay. And then this man looks around, bro, and swears to God nobody's seen this shit. I'm looking right at him. Man's puts it right back in his mouth where it came from.
Dude, I couldn't figure out what to do with it. I got so fucking like frazzled.
I mean, what do you do? What are you gonna do in that position?
Dude, to this day, Alec loves talking about that. That was a great moment. Honestly, Farkle's fucking fun.
Yeah.
Hey, I have the skateboard that's etched with everyone's name, by the way.
Bro, we gotta run it back.
Do you know I'm still not on that fucking board? Dude,
it's
I have like
winners only. It's
ex-girlfriends
winners only.
and like friends I'm not even friends with on that board, and I'm not fucking on that board. I've played every game.
Dude, that is the
Bryce is on it like 3 times. Timmy's on it like twice. Like fucking Rafa's on it. Fucking
that's the girl.
incredible.
Shit, it can get critical. Hey, we're gonna keep it going here on Elevator Radio. Thanks for stopping by, Cole. We appreciate you.
I'm still around.
We're looking forward to it. We're gonna take it off.
Hey,
Cole's gonna lead us for the rest of the night.
This song, shout out to Mikey. This is Pale Saints, Kinky Love. I found this song out about like 2 weeks ago. Mike was playing in the store, and it's fucking so good. So enjoy.